Why did you decide to revisit these characters and continue their stories?
Yeah, I haven't done it with any of my other books, and I love the characters in my other books every bit as much as I love the characters in this one. But I have a little bit closer ties, I suppose, just in the autobiographical sense. Sully was based on my own father, and I remember when writing the original book, Nobody's Fool. I remember how nice the feeling was of being in my father's company again after he had died many years before. And he was a hugely entertaining man, as feckless as the day was long, but wildly entertaining guy. And because my parents split up when I was young, I never quite got my fill of him. So here, Nobody's Fool came along, and I based this character on him, and I got to channel all of his odd and wonderful behaviors, and it was like having him around again for the 5 years it took. So I thought, well, that'll be nice. I'll do that again. Except that in the interim, that wonderful movie had been made of Nobody's Fool, and now I found myself channeling not only the original Sully and the man that Sully was based on, my own father, but now I'm channeling Paul Newman too, because Newman portrayed him so wonderfully, and so now I don't own that character completely anymore. He owns part of it, but Paul, of course, has since died as well. So he and I made 3 movies together, so I got to have his company again a little bit. And God love him, Philip Seymour Hoffman, of course, played Officer Raymer, who is the protagonist of this book. And he and I worked together on 2 different projects too, and I got to know him a little bit. So as I was writing Chief of Police Raymer in this new book, I was thinking about Philip all the time. And he died probably when I was about 200 pages into the book. So anyway, this is a book about how we talk to people who aren't around anymore. Miss Burrow was the heart of the original book, and despite the fact that she's been dead for 10 years at the beginning of the second novel, she's still very much alive in the minds of just about everybody in town. So, and the whole thing takes place over Memorial Day weekend. So it's about the dead who won't stay dead and how we continue to talk to them after they're gone.
What do you love most about writing fiction?
It's a cheat, I think. Most of us are trapped in the one life that we are given. Our bodies grow and change and decline, and we'd like to live probably 5 or 10 or 20 or 100 lives, but we're all very aware that we only get just the one, unless you're a writer, or I would say unless you're a reader, because those are the only 2 strategies that I know to cheat on how many lives we get to live. So that's what I like most about it, and it doesn't matter whether I love the character or disapprove of the character, or that none of that matters, as long as they're interesting, as long as I'm fascinated by them. I feel like I'm cheating on my allotment, but I feel that way as a reader too. We all know what it feels like to come out of that dream when you're living somebody else's life, and you kind of blink and look around and say, "Oh yeah, I remember this. This is reality." But that other thing was reality too, and it's a way to get a little bit more, I think, than otherwise we would be destined to have.